is heading east to Washington. He has a meeting and lunch with the president and Jim Brown later today, where the violence in the city of Chicago is among the topics expected to be discussed.
All right, so what does one Chicago pastor hope will come out of that meeting?
Pastor Corey Brooks is the pastor of New Beginnings Church in Chicago, and he joins us now. Good morning to you, Pastor. What do you hope comes out of that meeting?
Well, I hope they'll have a great meeting, first of all, and I hope that in that meeting that Kanye will talk a lot about the Chicago violence and the things that are causing that. I hope they'll focus on some of the organizations that are on the ground doing great work, like our organization, Project H.O.O.D, and things like that. I think if he can keep the focus on what needs to happen in Chicago on the South Side and West Side specifically, I think that'll be a great meeting.
Sure. Pastor, you know, we've heard so much. We've seen the numbers. They are jaw-dropping, the number of murders and shooting in Chicago. But what can the president do?
Well, the president can do a lot. I mean, he has a big pulpit to deal with, and he has the opportunity to share resources and share partnerships and things that. Well, they're in his tax bill, the last tax bill that he signed into law. There's something in that tax bill called opportunity zones. For the president to push that would be a great opportunity for corporations and individuals with high net worth to not only get a benefit, but also to help individuals on the south sides and west sides of Chicago and inner cities across America, or where they've been deprived of economic stability. It would be a great asset.
So Kanye West from Chicago, he's going to be speaking with the president now, and a lot of people are critical of him. I don't think any panel has been more critical than this one on CNN. Listen.
What happens when Negroes don't read? And we have this now, and now Donald Trump is going to use it and pervert it.
He's all of a sudden now the model spokesperson. He's the token Negro of the Trump administration. This is ridiculous, and no one should be taking Kanye West seriously. He's clearly has issues.
Appropriate. No one should be taking him seriously. And is that the language that's going to benefit anybody?
Very inappropriate, especially when we come from, we're descendants of slaves who fought for our freedom and who fought to try to make sure that we go against racism and bigotry, and so that we can have free thought and be free. And so when you have a black man to stand and try to be free and have free thought and express himself, it's very sad that you have individuals on that level to mock him, to bully him, and it's a very sad situation. And I hope that individuals will learn from this, that just because an individual has a different way of thinking, a different form of thought, that does not mean that they should not be listened to, and that does not mean that they should not have credibility. I think Kanye West is a free-thinking individual, and I think if he has the ear of the president, I hope and pray that he'll be able to do a lot to help inner cities across America.
Pastor Brooks, from a Christian perspective, what do you tell your congregation? What do you tell people when they are really upset about the direction of this country or what's happening in this country, all the anger? People are mad just because they disagree with you politically. What would you tell folks?
You know, I tell them two things. One, we live in a country where we need to have love for one another. We cannot continue to allow our colors, our political differences, our ideologies to separate us to the point that we have so much hatred and so much separation. We got to continue to learn how to forgive, and we got to continue to work together. We may not agree on everything, but I'm sure that we can find a lot that we do agree on. And at the end of the day, all of us are Americans, and we have to make America the best place we can make it.
All right. Pastor Corey Brooks joining us from Chicago today. Pastor, thank you very much.
Thank you, Pastor.